what's going on, guys? Tyler here. I got a good one. I got a doozy of a question today from Stefan. Stefan wants to know, in reflecting about your past, what's the one or two things that you regret most about your fitness journey? What were your biggest hindrances that limited your progress? Woo, that's a loaded question right there. All right, well, I think it's a great question, Stefan, and I'm going to dig deep and see if I can help you out with this stuff. So the biggest regret about my fitness journey, and it's kind of hard because I consider it a blessing now, and I wouldn't be the man I am today without it, but I still regret it, is getting injured. And I'm not talking about, pulling a muscle here and there. I've had torn cartilage and a broken femur on my left knee. That wasn't from exercise. That was from getting hit by a car while I was riding a bike. And then I actually tore a bunch of shit in my right knee in the last few years, and it's been just a hassle getting back to being able to do simple stuff like squats and lunges again, right? And so I think that injuring myself is the number one thing that I regret, because I can't do a lot of the stuff that I really want to do to that really high intensity that I see some people doing, because I experience tons of pain, swelling and stuff afterwards. So that just, bottom line, sucks. If you guys can avoid it, don't be stupid, especially when you're young. Don't be stupid with your training. Don't do stupid stuff. And I'll tell you what hindrances caused me to do that in a second, all right? So the other thing that I regret is not investing more in my education sooner, okay? Because I spent a good 3-4 years, which is less than most people do. Some people go their whole lives without investing in their education. I spent several years just, reading a book or poking around online and stuff like that and trying stuff out. And although I was searching deeply and I was finding new things, I wasn't really learning. Nowadays, what happens when I want to become better at something is I look for the person who is the best, bottom line, the best in that field, and I find them and I contact them and I pay them to coach me, okay? And you'd be surprised. It doesn't cost a ton of money to do this. Even if you don't have a ton of money, you might be able to work out some sort of trade thing with these guys. I've known people in my brother's gym down in San Diego who've mopped his floors to be able to attend his classes and learn kettlebells from him, okay? So getting injured and then not learning from the best sooner, because learning from the best shortcuts your results like you wouldn't believe. It doesn't matter if it's for your business, for your physical results, for you starting your personal training program. Get a coach, get a mentor. It is the best thing you will ever do for yourself, plain and simple, okay? And what hindrances did I have that made those two things happen? Well, riding the bike and getting hit by a car was an injury that I couldn't really avoid, right? But the second injury that I had was during a gymnastics class. I was doing a twisting move and I came down a couple different times, and I was like, you know what, this just doesn't feel right. My intuition told me that this doesn't feel right. I'm sure you've probably done that before, like in a workout or when you're doing something and your intuition says, I don't know about this, right? Listen to it. Listen to your intuition. It's the smarter version of your brain saying you should do something or not doing something, okay? Don't let your thoughts and your consciousness clog your intuition, because intuition, that gut feeling you get, is so powerful, especially if we hone it and we learn to listen to it. And had I listened to my gut that day when I was doing that spinning move, I wouldn't have done what I did, which is say, screw it. I'm going to go harder. I'm going to go harder. And then on the final pass during that warm-up drill, came down and my knee rotated and I popped 3 ligaments on my knee and tore my meniscus and bunch of crap, dislocated my kneecap. It was not fun. And that happened because I didn't listen to my body. My body told me the first move, you're not ready for this move. Do something else. And I didn't listen. And here I am. So that's what caused me to get injured. Don't be hot-headed. Listen to your body, all right? And you'll avoid your injuries. Big time. And as far as the coaching, man, it always comes back to the money. Oh, it's not worth it. I don't have the money, blah, blah, blah. Find a way, right? When I wanted to go train with Dennis Rogers, the world-renowned strongman, he wanted $1,000 for his weekend seminar, right? Which to me at the time was a crazy amount of money. So what did I do? I took everything I could in my house, including some of my kettlebells, and I sold them. Sold them on eBay, sold them on Craigslist. I made that $1,000 and a little bit extra with all the crap that I sold. I flew to Texas and I trained with Dennis Rogers, and I will never regret doing that. I will never regret that experience, because I learned so much from that guy about mindset, about strength, that I could have never learned from anybody else because he's literally the best in the world, right? So listen to your intuition. Don't get injured. Listen to your body, all right? Learn from the best. Do whatever it takes. I guarantee it'll be worth your while, all right? Like this video if it helped you out. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. What are the biggest struggles you've had in your workouts over the years? What hindered you from making more progress faster? Otherwise, thanks for watching.